So establishing regional event and event status update notifications, those are really helpful ways of letting other people in your region know about an event that's happened in your region, that if those folks are not necessarily folks who are going to respond to the event, but do need to be notified. So maybe your regional executive or your public affairs person or somebody who needs to know what's going on. Creating and managing vehicle records, you can manage your vehicle records in RCView and you can assign them to events. Viewing another user's contact and emergency contact information, something that you may need to do from time to time. Setting another user's notification preferences, something you can definitely do as regional leadership. However, the easiest way for somebody's notification preferences to be set is for them to do that themselves through the DAT app. Creating a non-volunteer connection contact record. So all of our user accounts in RCView are created automatically by an interface with volunteer connection. So the reason you would want to create a non-volunteer connection contact record would be to set up something like a shared DAT phone or some sort of a contact information for a non-person that needs to be set up in the system. And then from time to time, you might need to know what the system permission levels are of somebody on your, in your DAT program, and so you're also able to find that information in the system as well. So the regional event notifications, these fire when a new event is created in the system that is not associated with a DO. The system will create an event record at the point in time when a dispatcher or duty officer sets the required Red Cross action value to yes. These are informational. As I said, they don't require action on the part of the recipient, and they are sent via email and text message. So they're going to fire in real time unless an event is not marked for immediate action. The events that are not marked for immediate action that occur after 9 o'clock in the evening and before 8 o'clock in the morning local time will have a delayed response, and under those circumstances, they will fire at 8 o'clock in the morning local time the following day. The regional event status update notifications are going to give more frequent updates about an event that is occurring. So in this case, the notifications fire whenever the event status of the non-DRO event changes. So when the event status changed to assigned, which means that the needed number of DAT members have indicated that they will respond, they'll get one when the event goes to on scene, which happens when at least one DAT member has arrived at the event location. When the event goes to off scene, which happens when all DAT members have left the event location, or if the event is canceled. So a duty officer could set the event status to canceled. So these regional event status notifications, again, these are informational. They don't require action on the part of the recipient, and they are sent only via email, and they do fire in real time as the event status changes. So in order for someone to receive the email and or the text notifications, they have to have the following associated with their profile in Volunteer Connection. They have to have at least one accurate email address, and a number indicated in their Volunteer Connection profile as the SMS text number. If somebody has a primary and secondary email address, then they're going to receive notifications to both of those email addresses. And again, it's very important to remember that if somebody needs to update an email, a phone number, that information is not maintained in RCView. It's displayed in RCView, but the place that they have to actually change that information is in Volunteer Connection. And once the information is changed in Volunteer Connection, then it is updated in RCView within about 90 minutes.
Share my desktop again, and now I'm going to demonstrate how you can set those regional event notifications as well as the regional event status update notifications. So first, I'm going to navigate back to my regional leadership dashboard. I do so by clicking on my home screen and clicking Regional Leadership. From here, I'm going to come down to the second dashboard here at the bottom, and I'm going to go over to My Region. I'm going to click on the My Region tab. And then here at the My Region widget, I'm going to double click on this section right here. This just opens up the screen where I'm able to set my regional leadership and event status update notifications. I do that in this section right here. In order to add somebody to receive those regional leadership notifications, I simply click on the file folder here on the right-hand side, and it's going to open up a pop-up. Here I'm able to search for people to add to receive those notifications. I search for them, click their name, hit select, and now they've been added to receive those regional leadership notifications. I do the same process to add somebody to receive an event status update. So over here on the right-hand side, we see the file folder. I'm going to click on that. It's going to display another pop-up. I'm going to search for the people that I would like to add to this particular event status update. Search for the person, select the person I'd like to add, click select, and now they've been added. If I've added someone by mistake or need to later come back here and remove somebody from either of these notifications, I'm able to do so, and I remove them simply by clicking the X next to their name. Once I've done all the updates I need to do, I click Save, and now this has been updated. No further work needs to be completed.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. There's other ways that regional staff can stay current on regional DAT activities. So in the DAT app current events feature, they would be able to see what the current events are. And then also for those who have the regional leadership duty officer or DAT coordinator permissions in RC View, at the events tab in those dashboards, you are also able to see what the current event or events are for the region.